East Palestine is overwhelmingly white, and it's politically conservative. More than 70% of the voters in the surrounding county supported Donald Trump in the last election. That shouldn't be relevant, but as you're about to hear, it very much is. Imagine if this had happened in, well, the favored cities of Philadelphia and Detroit. If this affected the rich or the favored poor, it would be the lead of every news channel in the world. But it happened to the poor, benighted town of East Palestine, Ohio, whose people are forgotten and, in the view of the people who lead this country, forgettable.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where Tucker Carlson was when they were trying to dismantle the EPA, which is now maybe the main thing standing between the people of East Palestine and ecological disaster. Look, they're always ready to take it back to race. But the reality is that we're going to serve everybody. That's how this administration works. We're not out there to bring resentment. We're out there to bring results. And what our focus was today, and our focus, by the way, from the first hours when we had our Department of Transportation personnel on the ground, from those very first hours in this response all the way through today and well into the future, for as long as it takes. Focus is to make sure that people get the information they need, the support that they need, and the accountability that is needed for corporations like Norfolk Southern to clean up this mess. There is a long pattern of voices like that in the ideological media, let's call it that, trying to pit people against each other, only to turn around and support policies that are especially hard on working class and low income people of every race. Because one thing, you know how a broken clock is right at least twice a day. One thing he's exactly right about is that environmental disasters tend to happen more frequently and more painfully.
Fried rice. Stir-fried noodles.
To lower income communities. We call that environmental justice, and yet if I use those words, I'm sure he'll be the first one to say that we're too woke to be paying attention to the bread and butter of our jobs. Part of the bread and butter of our job is to keep people safe from being harmed or killed, which is what regulation, sometimes an unpopular word, is all about. It's what enforcement is all about. It's what accountability is all about. We restored some of that regulation and enforcement and accountability that was stripped away when we got here. I know that's going on the EPA side. That's definitely going on with us on the Department of Transportation side. And we will continue that as long as we have this honor of serving, because what we came here to do is to protect every American, and I mean every American.